and welcome back to some programming. It has been a hot minute, hasn't it? Let's see if we can just get this sorted. Yeah, it doesn't look right. Music thing's not working again. Just a sec. Yeah, alright. Let me fix this quickly. Also, do you want to join me, Cat, on the sitting at? No, you're gonna sit on there. Okay, cool. Yeah. But, you know, I hope everyone's doing well today. Not gonna lie, I've got mixed feelings about, bloody stream programming. Is I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little tired of looking at programming a bit at the moment, but I do want to get some stuff done, so I will get to it short. Cat, chill. How did I fix this last time? What if I try refreshing this page? Hey. Okay, that's what I needed to do. Nice. All right. There we go. Okay, let's have a look at my game. That I haven't seen in like weeks without stealing code from it. I have launched this project many a times just to yoink code from it for my other stuff. Oh, we added little boxes around it. Okay. Okay, so it's using the box point for it. Okay. Ooh, this is looking a little nicer. I don't know if I like the fact that it flickers currently, but that I know why it's probably doing that. There's stuff that can be done around that. Interesting, it's only when mouse clicking. I might write that down before I get too far, so I make sure that I mention that to Max. Please excuse the boxes. Ah, no, it's all good. I don't know if you heard what I said, by the way, Max. The character select seems to be flickering specifically when you use the mouse, but not when you use, like, enter. Zoom by on one of those baby cars with the eye really fucking fast. Hell yeah. But yeah, no, like so if I click here, you can see that the menu flickers. However, if I move the mouse over here for a moment and just use enter, it seems to be much more cleanly doing it. Which means it's one of two things: it's the handling or the there's no input delay point. Did the car send or no? No, I saw that. I love those things. I have tried to get into those in the last like 10. I haven't tried to get one into one of those cars though for like the last 10 years, and I don't think if I got it, trying to get into one now would probably cause an accident. Oh yeah, that's right. I still have you spawning immediately, don't I? Okay. Sure, I didn't have to get in those. Need to learn all the way. So poking out the front window. Yeah, nah, I'm pretty sure if I tried to, like, there would be... First of all, I don't even think I could get half my body into one of those. Genuinely, like not even jokingly, I genuinely do not think I'd be able to get half of my entire body into one of those. Just like my back size alone would probably be enough to just lift the roof off if I tried to get my ass in there. If I put one leg in, put my ass in there, and then try and get my head even through like that front window, that roof is coming off. And it doesn't help that my shoulders are like probably wider than what the car is. I mean, I would give it a try, but it definitely won't go well for me. Okay, what do we want to get done today? Oh, also, fucking fun thing. So I figured out a way of logging into Star Rail sometime later yesterday. So I figured out the answer. For some reason, my internet is I guess it might be my provider or something like that has blocked it. And if I use a VPN to log in, I can get in, but I can turn the VPN off immediately upon getting into the game, like after logging in, and I'm fine. It's just the login I can't do anymore. We need to see that. No, we don't. I don't want to end up in hospital again. Those cars are a menace, man. Okay, so I want to get a bit of more cleanup done, I think, and working on some of the finer details. Okay. I think I hold status effects in... Where do I hold status effects? Yeah. Oh, my brain wasn't registering what the fuck I was reading for a second there. Okay, I'm gonna be back in a second. I just need to sort something out. Y'all get to actually have a chair stream for once. Actually, you want Nezuko's pillow in my place? Nezuko's the streamer now. What's been going on here? Alright. My name is Wolf. Chris, but further in terms of mail and oh goddamn. Oh. So, I know this is a bit of a uniquer issue to me, but I absolutely hate a lot of pizza places. Right? I'm going to explain why. Because it's just awful. So I ordered Domino's the other night because the other people in the house were ordering a bunch of food. And I was still working and I just got hungry quite late because of it. And since they're all being cunts and I can't go out and cook comfortably, I decided so I'd order just Domino's. That shirt is so close to your skin tone. I know, right? It's an awful shirt. I hate it. Anyway, so I ordered Domino's. I got 3 fucking pizzas and like 2 sides. And I've been eating that for like I got that not last night, but the night before. And then I was eating it all the way through till the end of yesterday. Pizza and me do not agree a lot of the time, especially in that kind of quantity. And I have IBS, so it blocks me up quite badly. There is what I call the 3 shit rule. Or the 3 shit rule. Yeah, it's the 3 shit rule. There is 3 times I can attempt to go to the bathroom when I know it's about to unclog. And when that happens, the first one sucks, nothing really happens. Second one, big lot happens. And then the third one, just drained. And the worst part is that third one, so that was the third one there. Absolute pain. And what's worse is one of the pizzas I had was spicy, so I'll let you figure that one out. Now, you might call that TMI. I call that genuinely pain. That is what that was. It is atrocious. I hate it. So yeah, there you go. Right, so I was considering, wasn't I, the taking the boss object system, because in here we have a finite state system. I was considering taking this from memory and applying, yes, because I've got stunned in there. Considering applying that to normal enemies. Wondering what the best way to handle slows would be still. Because I think I've talked about this before, but like there's a few different, there's two key things that need to be determined of how I want to handle slows, right? I like doing paint for getting my ideas kind of understood to myself at least. All right, so there's two key ways. So first one is we have highest only. Actually, no, that technically means that there's three ways. Okay, I will admit. So there's three ways. There's highest only. Am I using? Yeah, okay. There's first only. Tracock. Right, there we go. Quick drawing of a cock. Right, first only, then there's the third option, which is so explaining these ones. Highest only means that the highest one of the slows is the only one that's applied. So a good example of this is if I put a 20% slow and then a 30% slow, which of these is going to be applied? Well, it's going to be the 30%. So if this was first, this then gets replaced by this because this is greater. In this one, this would not, so 20% is first, 30% is next. However, it would not care. It would still only apply the 20%. This is the worst option, because it's the most unintuitive. Now, highest descending is it would then take the 30% of those, apply that. Let's see. And let me pull this back a little bit. So but then this would then equal to something, and then that value X would then get minused by the 20%. It's gone off screen at that point. Give him a chalkboard. You know what? I'll give him a nice graduation hat. And one of those, like, pointers. So he's the one that's teaching this. But yeah, so while it's really hard to show from what I drew over here, I'm going to move some of this so it's easier to show. So, he graduated, congratulations, exactly. So what this has done is this is not minus 50%, this is minus 30%, and then what is, so it would be 70% here. And then taking the 70% and then getting rid of, it would be 14%, I believe. So it would be what, 60, 56? Now the reasoning behind that is that it's 20% of the 70%, not 20% of the 100. So it's highest descending, it's slowly, progressively, like it takes the largest slow, applies it, and it gradually reduces. The weakness of this is that this logic needs to be done on an individual basis, which could lead to lag. Because the best way, so simply put, this would be, we'll put this line here. This is the preferred way, the third way. Third way is genuinely the preferred way. That would be coolest. This would be the most intuitive. It means that like stacking slows feels worth it, right? That's the big thing. The second one is the worst to do because it's the most unintuitive and really, really annoying. Give him a weirdly realistic eyeball. I mean, I can just give him this. Fun fact, they used to do cartoon art as well. Can I still do this quickly? No, I can't do this very well from this angle. Damn, I really have lost my touch. Fun fact, I used to be able to draw a cartoon Kiwi like with that style in about 20 seconds at most, with fairly good quality. Again, I used to do a lot of art, and I've moved heavily away from it now. Highest only is the simplest one to do of these. Actually, no, correction. First only is the simplest, because it just means that if there's a slow, it just doesn't apply slow. Highest only needs a small comparison point, but it's pretty doable. This is genuinely the most doable, so... Most doable is the first one. Now, the way I see doing the third one is I need to do an array. And hold the numbers in here. And I need to have a system to when applying it, be able to so if I'm applying like we'll just call it X for now. So this is a new slow. I need to be able to apply it so it's less than this one, but this bigger than this one. I need to be able to take this and insert it here specifically because it's of the sizing for it. So I'd need to do a sorting system and then I'd need to pop it in correctly. Because if I have it as an array, then I can just, not in a great way, mind you, but then I can tick through the array. Because it would just be like, set the walk speed to normal, then through like an auto loop or a for loop, go, okay, this applies a slow to it, then this applies a slow to that new value, then this applies a slow to the value, and then it just goes through all of them. The best part of this system, by the way, is that theoretically it's possible for it to hit 0, but it is near impossible. If you've ever tried to increment divide, you'll understand what I mean by that, is it will progressively get to being a smaller and smaller number up until a point where it may as well be 0, but it's still not 0. Because if you apply two 50% slows, it only slows the enemy by 25. The enemy has 25% movement speed. Apply again, it gets what? 12.5. Wait, are you talking about lube? What? So that's my statement towards it. So that's why, like, I'd like to do the third option, and I think that would be the better one to do. But I will not deny its difficulty. Like, what would probably be best way to do it? So I just wrote something there that's like the big issue of it. How do I remove the slow? Ooh, pardon me. Getting Vaporeon statues thrown at you and you're getting ticked off. Oh, it sounds pretty good. I would love a Vaporeon statue. Oh, sorry. Very yawny. Very early in the morning, after all. And I have been staying up a little late recently. yeah, should actually like clarify. So yeah, uni work done yesterday. I'm not sure it was done well. There's still a lot of issues with it, and I'm sure it's gonna cause me problems later down the line because I don't think I passed that course. But I will accept the consequences. Like, I didn't think I could do that course with any better than I could have with everything that went down. So only so much I can do, I guess. See now, okay, to this there's that's probably the best way to do it. Chibi ones like Funko. Okay, no, Funko Pop shit. This is no. So yeah, if I do this, because if I do it as a fed value, then it should be fine. So how is slows being done currently? Yeah, it's just applying it. There are hundreds. I mean, it's cool though. Hundreds of statues. Sucks that they're Funko. Okay, so I need an applied by. I think that's what I need to pass. Okay. So yes, fast now. So to explain what I'm talking about now though, so what I'm gonna try and do is when I apply a slow, I'm going to pass the name of what's applying the slow. In addition, because then I will do a check with the slow to see if the target has a slow with the name. By checking for that, what I am doing is basically ensuring I'm not looping over the same slow constantly. So I need to make it so I need to make, oh, I need to make slows completely different. Don't I? Okay, so slows aren't going to be a normal status effect. That's really irritating. Okay. Fancy Taco Bell. I mean, I don't know if I think we have Taco Bell in New Zealand, but it's in like only probably Auckland, Wellington, Queenstown. I'd assume. Don't think I've ever had it. I don't know. I've had a few Mexican places here, though. Can be good. Okay, so what I need to do with a slow is check so the thing is all there, then what is it again? Is it array pop that I'm thinking of? No, it's array push that I'm thinking of. Okay. So if we put in the slow amount in the applier ID, like this, then create think I hear something nagging to come in. I'm sorry, cat. Excuse me. It's my chair. Okay, this is either gonna be I swap cats on my lap or I get a 2-cat lap. It's a swap. Alright. Okay, so I will need to pass in I mean, would I wouldn't even need to check for the thing anymore. I would just need to check for a player ID, right? I'm just gonna do this for my own sake. I mean, right now I'm making this harder than I need to because I'm not getting any auto completion. Okay, so I'm also gonna have to pass an ID. Okay. Some real fucking intense programming music, huh? Okay, so then it is... What's the array function for deleting, like popping it out? Is it pop? I actually can't remember for the, like getting it out of there. No, it's array delete, isn't it? Oh, I need to remember. It's been a while since I've done the functions of it in Game Maker. Ironically enough, we should also have one of these here. So that's our check for if it's existing in there. If it doesn't exist, then it will continue going on from there. So, there is one issue that remains with this code, and it is relatively easy to fix. But I don't, like, I'm trying to think. I think this should work. just realized that was the wrong thing. Okay, Sorry, my brain is like melting now because again, this is why I was like hesitant to do this programming stream again. Because I knew that this is where my brain was gonna go. There's one other error check I can think of that I might need to do, which would be that is what I could think of needed to be done. So there's an error that can occur when doing some of these. Now, I have a question that I'll pose. If anyone can answer this, that would be appreciated, but I don't expect anyone to be able to answer this. I don't think I need to do that inside of the time source, because theoretically there should be no situation where it has an issue. It should only ever delete itself. So therefore, there should be no situation where there is... If there is a time source, there should be something in the array. If there is not a time source in the array, then this shouldn't worry. Actually, no, this needs to be not here. It needs to be here. One of my hairs just came out, apparently. Yeah. Big old long hair. Because if the array's got nothing in it, then we don't care about doing this check here. Because That's the point of the check, is it's checking is this in the array already. If there's nothing in the array, then there's no way it can be, and it would cause an error trying to check the array. So, one idea I do have with applying slows is I could potentially do it from here. If I do it here, this would probably be better. I mean, it would be less problematic. Yeah, then that would be the correct way to do it. Oh, sorry, I'm very tired. Again, I zone out a little bit with coding now because I've been doing so much of it recently. All that. I'm thinking we're gonna keep going with the programming streams, but they're definitely gonna be like, I feel like I need to do some stuff in between during the programming, because otherwise I turn into silent mess sitting there just listening to music and kind of like not even letting my brain work. Because I'll be honest, by the end of it, my brain was just not, like, I was not being able to look at my code. Yeah, I was unable to look at my own code and, like, understand what the hell was going on. And it's not because the code was bad, it's because genuinely my brain just couldn't read code for a while. So what I would need to do here is, oh, right here. Because this should be relatively doable. because this should just be kind of like the title got your attention. Fair enough, fair enough. So let's see. I'll need to turn the. Let's see. So just called walk speed, isn't it? Yeah, walk speed equals base. Should just be that. Yes. Okay. And then no, it's this. God damn it. And then here I'll just have. I mean, if I was doing this, then I might as well not. Then we'll move this out of here. Because I was just gonna add to else the walk speed changing. So none of this code should be implemented, and this should run still fine. I really need to actually turn that Dullahan off. Oh. Is it because the mouse was there? Yes, it was. Okay. I will need to write that down. The message Max about Stops movement, sorry. Movement. There we go. Alright, use the mouse disable system for that. I think I already have that mostly implemented, or at least partly. Increase the health. Sure. Okay. I need to fix that. Every time I see it, it makes me chuckle. Clearly it's not pausing correctly, which is fine. It does look like the Dullahan state system is working correctly though, which I'm really happy about. Yeah, its system's still like really fucked. Yeah, I don't think I can take damage anymore because of the bug with Grandfather's dick. Oh, there's Karibo. Yeah, I don't seem to be taking damage anymore. Interesting. I think Grandfather's deck needs to be redone from the ground up at this point. I think I need to do a lot of work for that one. I really hodgepodged that one together. And it's starting to show. But yeah, like at the moment, I just want to make sure all the systems I want are working the way I intend them to. That's the big desire right now, right? Oh. Is getting everything working as intended, and then I'll bring the visual scale up a little bit with a couple of things, and then after that I think I'll probably post this update of it, and then we'll get to like doing refinement and getting all the systems finalized and getting a couple more characters in. I think couple more characters, couple more weapons, couple of different things. I have a couple of... I really should put up to a vote maybe or something. Friday night. Good song. But yeah, I might put up to a vote, like, of some of the characters that are intended to be put in, what you guys want to see. Before the end of the alpha, if I'm gonna end up doing any. There's still so much to do because I still need to do the ability system, but I think once the slows system's added, I think I can pull back and then work on the abilities a little bit more. Because I'm going to probably rework how weapons work entirely from behind the scenes. They're going to functionally be similar, but they're just going to be much more refined behind the scenes, is my intention. Sorry. Because again, like I wanna try and refine down the weapon system as much as I can to make it as a dry coding as possible, so future weapons are easier to implement, and just future ideas in general. Because that's the idea with this code, is I want to make this code by the end of this year possible to come back to relatively easily and add content when the assets are done for them. Because realistically speaking, I've said this before, after the end of this year, I'm going to do a little bit of stuff here and there, but outside of that, this game, that will be when like I take my hands away from this game and see if people actually want to keep playing it, or if it's got enough interest to justify working on it further. If not, I'm just going to start working on some smaller projects, potentially with my mate, to actually generate income. Because I have one idea that I want to actually bring up with him. That's not game related, it's utility orientated. Well, no, it is a game, but it's still utility. And I'm gonna write that down while I remember. There we go. Okay. I was thinking of designing a companion app for a game that would give you notifications for certain stuff. I would need to look into how the API is done for it though, before I can commit heavily to it. But I'm sure me and him, like, based on some of the documentation that's already pre-existing for that, should be able to figure something out. I'm just playing with my beard at this point, sorry. I think now, so this is the slow handling, we have the slow application, we just need to change the functionality and remove it from that that stuff, and then change everywhere that does slow to accommodate it. So currently what this system's going to do is it's going to completely eliminate the stuns that exist, which I am fine with for now, because I plan on doing stuns via a state system anyway. And if I do stuns via a state system, all I would have here is a check for its current state. It's like, is it walking? The reason why I want to do state systems, by the way, and I want to make this very clear, is because I do plan on having enemies able to do more than just walk at you eventually. So some enemies I want to have maybe ranged enemies. So you actually have a threat like that. Now, I'm going to be honest, I absolutely despise ranged enemies in these games. I think they're one of the worst things in them, but that's because I'm greedy. I think a lot of the implementations are normally quite bad. I will admit to that. But I think, for example, ironically enough, yes, I am making a holocure like game, but like I do think holocure actually handles it relatively well, because it makes specific enemies only able to do it, and then only applies them in higher difficulties. However, I don't know if I fully agree with that. Okay. Right. So now we go back to stats effects and we're going to actually remove slow from here. So this becomes 3. So I need to be careful with this now. And now I'm going to switch this around so this is commented out. Oops. This bit that I need to do it from. Okay, there we go. So now we've got the applier ID there. So now I need to go through all of the go to stream. Thanks. I need to go through all of the weapons and fix this. You don't apply slow, you don't apply slow, you don't apply slow, you don't apply slow. Goop doesn't apply slow from memory. It just applies goop, right? Yeah. Slash fic, you don't as well. Neither does Sakura Storm. Neither do you, neither do you, neither do you. You apply stun, right? It's a lot of coding. I mean, I have been working on this since like February while doing a degree, so I wish I've had more time for it though. Okay, Idle Song has a slow. Good. Truckun shouldn't. You don't. 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 Okay, so I believe is the only slow I have from Idle Song? Seriously? Huh. No, not test weapons. Weapon components. Idle Song. I don't need to be passing the status anymore, do I? In fact, I probably never needed to. What's the game called? VTuber Unite. There is a very early alpha available for it. However, it is extremely buggy and currently doesn't work fully. So that's kind of what I'm trying to fix at the moment. I've fixed most of the issues in it, but there's still a little bit more to go. That's why I'm trying to redesign the slow system right now to be better. What is it on? Itch.io. There's a link in the description of the video. If you just scroll down a little bit, I'm sure you'll be able to find it quite easily. Okay, so if that's the case, we get rid of this. But again, definitely not in the best state right now. Slow effect. This doesn't hold the name anymore, does it? Okay, so... but it's still good. I would say no to that purely because there's, I think there's 3 weapons that basically crash the game because of an infinite loop cycle that I fixed pretty quickly. No, 2 weapons, sorry, 2 weapons. I think it's avoid... what is it again? It's avoid, like, is the hand reveal, and there's another one that you needed to reveal. I think it was ink sprayer. There's also a couple of invulnerability bugs that exist, which I haven't fully finished yet fixing those. But, yeah. I'm getting there. Okay, I mean, do I even need to? Because I can just write it there. It's better if I write it here, though. Okay, name equals... weapon dot name. I'm pretty sure I have them as name, right? Yes. Cool. Just subbed? Cool. Well, look forward to being able to follow along with this, I guess, as I get it done. Should I adjust the duration? Okay, this alone should be enough to test if slows work. Right? Because then I just need to go to the enemy controller and add this stuff in now. Slow. What have I called it in the parent? Slows. What have I called it in here? Slows. Okay. So I need to fix it. It won't download? You sure? It's okay. That's probably an issue with itch.io, not me. Because there's just, it should be a zip there. Okay. Now to test this. Should I just find a character to... What's the game about? VTubers is the main thing, but it's a Vampire Survivors like that sort of style. Yeah, Vampire Survivors but with VTubers. I know someone's going to draw the parallel. Yes, it is very, also very much like holocure in that sense. However, there is a fair few deviations. Oh, catch you later then, David Beaver. That's right, I need to do that. Good coding practices. So, alright, I was going to go to characters, player character, weapon equipment, I don't list which one's which, do I? No, I don't. I have to count. I really need to have a better way of doing this. I am probably not going to add Nina anymore, but I'm probably gonna... Matrakan is definitely probably getting added in the near future. I don't want to go too far, obviously, into the very clear reasons why, like, that's a thing that would even be asked. Most of us already know. Pure and simply, yeah. No, I just felt it more comfortable to just say to ditch the design, as well as it was a really complex design that I felt was not worth pursuing. Ironically enough, I think her assets are still in here. Yeah. The base sprite's still in here with the idle animation. So maybe one day I will, but it's not likely to be a high priority. Okay, I think it's just easier at this point to just jump in and force level to get an idle song. See if it lags the game massively. Because that was one issue we had in the past. I wonder if Kale will add Rusia. That is a hard one, eh? Because Rusia left under some pretty difficult situation around it all, so I would hazard to say no. Doesn't matter really what I take, as long as I can test thing. Wow, it's been really not kind to me here, is it? Making me regret not just fucking doing it the other way. Always does this to me. Seriously? Come on. Ah, fuck. That was a crash. Okay, no, I'm gonna have to do it this way then, because it's just gonna be easier. Y'all ready for the really annoying thing I'm gonna have to do? Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's 11. There we go. was not set before reading. Okay. Let's do it in debug mode so I can actually track this better. Okay, that was weird. It's stupidity. That's what's stopping it from working. To be fair, also, I did write all of this without any things for it, so makes sense. Surprised there was only that many issues. Whoops. Oh, god damn it. Press the wrong fucking button. Right, run the bloody program now. Seems to be working correctly. Very temporarily slow. Sweet. I'm glad that worked out. Fuck yeah. But you know, like, going back to the Nina one, right? Like, I probably would have considered adding her had I gotten further along with her assets. Still. Because the problem is I haven't done a running animation for her and I haven't done her weapon animation, which basically immediately told me when, Matara-kan, got shown and we heard the voice, I was just like, I feel that I would be more comfortable not doing it and then just approaching it carefully moving forward. But I really do, like, the chance of one day adding any character that has graduated isn't out of the bag for me. Like, adding Coco is, for example, one that I'd be like, yeah, no, I'd be down, even though, well, again, not saying anything because I don't want to speak to things that we already know. If the community knows, they know. If they don't, they don't. And if they know, they also know to shut their fucking mouth. So, but these are valid questions in my eyes still, right? Like, would I continue designing something like that under those situations? Okay, so now that slows have been implemented better, I'll need to add stuns next, but I'll need to muck around with that. Because I actually did the slows because I wanted to be able to do this. Would you believe? Okay, yeah, I think it's in the weapon parent that I do this shit, right? On-hit events have been replaced with effects. This should actually be really easy to apply as a array. We should probably do that now before going too far. All right. Oh wait, it's not even there that I'd need to do it. Thinking about it. Huh, that makes it even easier. Okay, so where's the calculation? Yeah, so it's just damage. So I need to, because there's two stats I need to add, work in here. So it's damage taken amp, okay, so oh, music, you're alright? What happened? Oh, it switched to another song and it was just quiet at the beginning, okay. I was about to say, that gave me a bit of a worrying moment. Okay, the question is, I think we do this inside of the damage here. So damage reduction is intended to be flat. That's the big thing, right? So first of all, we want to amplify the damage being done. So we want to amp first, then reduce. Because that, I feel, makes the most sense if you're amping damage to be taken. So how am I going to do damage amp? I'm just going to probably do it as a decimal, so one times damage taken amp. And then how's it going? I mean, it's progressing. Implementing this system is what would be needed for the... So at this point in time, what, outside of setting up effect arrays, which will be done internally to the item that would be doing it, I think this gives me everything I need for the first ability of Vox, and that would be good because that's one of the more that can be used as a template. How many lines are there? That would be uncountable at this point. I will say that now. Cause like, to give an idea, in here alone is about 160, and this is my miscellaneous, just like kind of junk stuff. I'll do that for now. Like, if I was to go to player, like player controller here in the step event, this is what, 255, like genuinely thousands is the short answer. Thousands and thousands of lines of code. Some of it's inefficient. Once the final comes out, try and download it again. Sweet as. I mean, I'll be keeping everything informed on the relative platforms. I'm hoping once the abilities start getting done, and some of the UI gets cleaned up, I'm gonna probably be posting videos again for this game on the games channel, and teasers for it on the Twitter, because that was the big thing I talked about before. Is that, like, until the semester was over, which it finally is, left that as a bombshell behind, and especially once I've moved, then this is going to be my big, like, I work on this and pretty much this solely. Until at least the end of the year, and then we'll see what happens after that. I want it to get to its final alpha state before the end of the year. Hopefully that'll happen. Then I can start considering it a beta. And then that would be, just follow your Twitter. Nice. So this... okay, so there's that. This isn't what I want to do long term. Yeah. I'm gonna add something so the player knows their damage got blocked. Gonna head out again. Catch you again then later. There, David. Enjoy your time. Stay safe and all. Okay. So yeah, for now, if damage is reduced below equal to 0 or below, it should cancel out. Reasoning behind this is because there is a chance under certain circumstances that damage might be so low that you'll literally heal your enemies. Let's avoid that. Just because we are adding damage reduction is a consideration. Don't want to do anything too weird. Okay. So now these should be a little happier because those are actually getting used somewhere. Now we just need to be able to modify them, which is not too difficult because it would be modifying a flat value in there. Now that I understand things a bit better than I did when I started this, there is a couple of things I've got in my head swirling around that make me feel a little bit more comfortable mucking with. But yeah, like I'll probably be adding some damage reduction scaling. It'll probably be very, very minor though. And then I'll have some enemies scale with it better than others, obviously. There's also a very good chance I'm gonna have to add a base damage reduction and a the current, kind of like I do with walk speed, because I might want to be able to give armor strip to the player. Because yes, damage reduction is literally just armor. Like you could call it just armor if you wish. It probably will be what it's called in game. Because reduction, I think armor implies the damage is being reduced. Reduction implies that it is being, okay, it sounds really weird to explain. Armor implies there is a form of damage being removed, whereas reduction implies, almost in a sense, in my eyes, a percentage. If I told you I have given you damage reduction, you would think that it would be reducing it by a specific amount, like a specific percentage, not a specified amount. Armor can be used to imply, hey, this is literally, you've got 1 armor, that means -1 damage. Cool. And unlike the player, I'm not going to have an error check for ensuring damage cannot go below 1. I don't care. If your player doesn't do enough damage, maybe you should sort your shit out. No. It's genuinely the thought, though, of like, there's not going to be very many things in the game that will reach that point that aren't really done for no damage. Like, are used for damage anyway. Like, Idle Song's probably one of the more clear ones, but like that scales up so insanely. And then, especially in the later stages, keep in mind that you can get damage modification as a stat. So you can increase your overall damage. Because you can increase your overall damage, I'm less caring. And the ensuring you'll always take 1 damage, I feel, is a way of keeping armor safe and healthy. Because it means that, like, especially early game, what happens if I get, say, 3 armor? Then does that mean I should take 0 damage for the beginning of the game, or should I take 1 damage for the first minute and a bit? Like 2 minutes of the game, basically, or just before the 2-minute marker. I would prefer taking 1 damage for like that amount of time than taking 0 damage for the first minute of the game. Because that just feels so... It then gives the player a reason to just go, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not going to play the game for the first minute. I'm just going to sit somewhere with an AoE weapon that kills stuff right on top of me and do nothing for the first minute. And I do not think that's good gameplay. Unless that's the specific design of the character, right? And I think that would be fine. If there's a character that's all about like them taking damage, that makes sense. But like even then, I would prefer to give the player, that character, like insane health regen, for example. I think that makes sense. My example for that is there's a it's because I've been playing Brotato recently, just because it was a cheap game, and it is a fairly popular roguelite, or kind of Vampire Survivors-y sort of game. Bullet Heaven, I guess, is the word, right? And there's a character in that cannot equip weapons, but when they take damage, they deal explosions around them. And it drastically changes the way the game plays out. However, how that plays out is that they're not given an insane amount of damage reduction, they're given a lot of healing. And healing very quickly gets outscaled. So the character is all about, like, you want to generate a shitload of healing, but you also want to have enough reduction in damage to not die, but then you also still need to keep scaling up your damage, because otherwise you're going to start having to take multiple hits to kill things around you. And it becomes this balance game. I like that. I think that's cool. There's a lot of elements about it that I don't like, but that kind of general idea is interesting. And I think that can be explored upon somehow. But the weakness as well is weapons in there are less... Would it be fair to say weapons in Brotato are less diverse than the weapons I'm intending to do? I feel it's a fair statement to make, because mechanically speaking, it is a fairly linear styled game. The guns fire projectiles, some explode, some fire faster, some fire slower but deal more damage. Sure, that all makes sense. But at the end of the day, like, there's some that have additional modifiers, but those modifiers are on the overall relatively basic and don't change the gameplay loop all that much. As well as you can stack weapons, which I think is perfectly fine for that game. I think that's awesome. So with those being there, that means I can modify it though. That's all that we really kind of wanted to do. So here, yes, that's right. I need to make it so the weapon parent can apply status effects when dealing 0 damage. Which is easy enough. This is the worst part of dealing with Game Maker here. The fact that, like, you don't have some of the auto movement stuff that like Visual Studio offers. Kind of sad. Okay, this should work though. Now, regardless of damage, it will always apply an effect. Oh. So yeah, there we go. Now we just need to create an object that's an AoE, probably has a low opacity, is a circle, which I could probably just draw that in-game. But I think I'll not draw it in-game because I kind of want to draw a particle effect to it. So, functionality-wise though, was it the King of ASMR? I think that's what it's called, right? Yeah, King of ASMR's done. So that's not too bad. So that means outside of some stuff, it's all prepped. Cool. That's good, that's good. That's actually a good question. Okay, I'm gonna ask this. I'm gonna pose this very openly, but I don't expect a good answer for it. What would you, like, I just kind of want to get ideas, right? What would you consider, knowing that armor is not related to it, what would you consider a way of displaying that a target has damage against it amplified? This character will take more damage, but it is unrelated to armor. What would be a good way of displaying that? Because like most of the ways in my head that I'm kind of like ticking through would lead to confusion that maybe the enemy is dealing more damage, not taking more damage. Because like a clear one that I can think of is like a shield with a breaking sort of effect, or like a shield's broken in half, but that would imply that it's armor related. So again, that's not what I want to do. I mean, it's not something I need to answer now. Oh, cat's getting off. Are you gonna go join the other cat now? Okay. It's yeah, to think about that. I'm gonna type up damage vulnerability and have a look at images. See if there's see, damage vulnerability. Let's try icon. Maybe that. Use that as a reference point. Okay. It's true. Sure. Sure, Pastel, sure. This song, I mean, I mean, I'm down with it. Who's this from? Octopath Traveler. I actually looked at playing that game. A friend of mine really liked it. I think it's on Xbox Pass. Or it was at least at one point. Same composer. It's always fun. The guy that made Octopath Traveler OST made a guest appearance on Master Duel. Oh, that's kind of cool. Sorry, this music is actually like quite a jam. In moving game move speed, when hit lose 50%, bonus, deal damage in an area around you. BMX Climax. You know what, we can listen to that now, shall we? Actually, we'll let the Kirby one finish. Black dragon on white background, so the extended one, right? Six minutes and 4 seconds. Sweet as. Yeah, we can play that after this one's finished. Oh, that's it finishing. That is loud. There we go, that's a bit better. Oh! Oh, fucking hell. I'm gonna need to stretch something silly after I finish today. Been sitting still for too long. Okay, so abilities are rough designed in the past, and I've started setting up some of the stuff for it. There's a lot of systems that need to be cleaned up. I'll be honest, at this rate, there's a good shout that with the next update, the abilities might not be in there, but they'll be nearly implemented. Because like I'm still hesitant because I kind of want to have a lot of assets done, because some of the abilities rely on ultimates. Ultimates, I do not know how I'm doing some of the art assets for that, because it's just like really I cannot stress enough, regardless of what you consider with the rest of the game, the ults are supposed to be big, beautiful, and flashy. I want all of them to feel that way. I want all of them to feel more or less like, again, your ultimate move. So I guess we should probably start actually doing the prep for those, shouldn't we? Fair enough, yeah. No, I agree with that, Pastel. Yeah, G-Boss music. It's good. It's always fun. It makes you feel epic while you're playing. That's what you need. Okay, so we need another group. And inside of that, we need another group. Then we need a script. The funny thing is that Odd Eyes Dragon isn't even legal in the event. It's always rough, isn't it? He's a mascot but isn't even allowed to play. Exactly. Yeah, fucked, I guess. I need to pull up my list of characters. Here we go. I'm gonna pull this on the other screen. So I can just read this as I go. Hey, I don't remember all the characters I've added. Oh, I think that was it over, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Got that going. Actors, EX. Okay. Okay. Okay, that is all of that stuff written up, so now I can start writing what I want them to do. Okay, okay. Never underestimate Plants vs. Zombies soundtrack, man. Fucking masterpiece. Alright, I'm sorry, what, Pastel? Why are you posting me an error? What do I want for... I feel like I had an idea for what mouses was before, but I'm not. Got Quill Thought Monolith or oh Jesus, it's hard to read. Oh, that's fucking description. Okay. Why has it got a fucking error message for its bloody description? There's enough bloody text on these goddamn things as it is. Seems like a very weird card. Can't copy paste this phone. Yeah. That is rough. That is rough. I've had those feelings before. Or I had to write that shit out before. Manually. Fun times. Not fun times. It's not fun. They have a trap called Ultimate Charge. Okay. Ultimate Change. Okay, it's a very strange thing. I gotta say though, that pendulum card did seem good, but like not amazing. Again, my gauging of Yu-Gi-Oh cards is probably very far off. Pronounce climate change? Oh, it's because it's cool. Yeah. Because it's like the Quill Thought, yeah. So stupid. I love climate change, it's really good. Wait a minute. Have you seen Dark Witch? Dark Witch? Let's have a little look, see. Oh god, okay. She, that's not flattering. Sounds like a really shit card too. Like, seriously, that's what, 5 stars? I have no idea what the elements really even do at this point. Fairy normal, 1,800, 1,700. Seems really bad, right? I feel like it's used for things, not actually a card you use itself. It's used for fan art. Fair. What is it with bad cards being hot? Yeah, I mean, that way they can get people to buy them even though no one would buy them. Because you need filler cards for every set and pack, right? It's something that I will always accept. For cards to be good, there has to be bad cards. And that's just sometimes how it is with expansions in games. It's not every card needs to be viable and played, but some cards just need to not be above others and overtuned like that. Alright, that's, I think, genuinely how most card games are balanced, I'd like to say. All those early cards, yeah. I mean, that's the other thing, right? It's like, early on in Yu-Gi-Oh! Also, they just kind of branched out, saw what worked and what didn't. Because they didn't really... Again, give credit where credit's due. When you create a game like that, you don't know how what things are going to be strong and what things are going to be weak. Like, fuck, I didn't even realize until someone explained it to me in this. Aura's current weapon, which is not what it's intended to be long term, is drastically OP. And then I like tested it out a little bit, and yeah, it is genuinely one of the strongest weapons in the game. I am the problem, fair. I don't know if what I want to do for Mary right now. I know what I want to do with Aura. They put it in their position for a reason. Oh god. What, so let's have a little look at this fucking mannequin cat thing you keep talking about. Let's see. Oh, yeah. No, I see what you mean. Good cat. I mean, I didn't even read it. Good cat. Nickname Thick Eyes Big Dragon. Oh god. Alright, let's have a little look-see at this one. But I should actually be wrapping up soon because we are over time. But I want to get this written out. Oh, don't take me to the bloody website. I want to just see the image. God damn. Okay then. Yeah, I can see some people liking that. Look at Yu-Gi-Oh! Rule 34 inches normal cards, no editing required. Yeah, I probably wouldn't put past the majority of it, yeah. There we go. Okay, that's more or less, so outside of Kason and Mary, that is all of their, roughly what their ults will do. Okay, there we go. And yeah, no, like at this point in time, it would be just a little bit of extra stuff that would need to be done. But other than that, that is the rough drafting of the that system. Alright, push that. There we go. Alright. So how about we call it there? Then we've gone good like 10 minutes or so over time. Sounds good by me. Yeah, no. So next week, I really can't speak to it. I'll see what happens. There's a lot of stuff that's going on in my life at the moment. I'm going to try and see if I can sort things out. Again, trying to move, very, very difficult, very expensive. And until I've moved, I feel that I'm not going to be adequately capable of committing to YouTube like I said I would when the break started, because I've got so many other things that I've got on my mind. This game is one of them, but like I genuinely feel that with everything that's on my mind and stuff, I actually need to take a bit of a break. So like this upcoming week, I'm going to be kind of slow about doing stuff, and I hope people understand that. Just because I do need to kind of reset a little bit and hopefully get myself in a better frame of mind. Aside from that, I don't think there's anything much more. Again, this is going to be worked on. I'm going to probably do another programming stream next week, and I will probably work on this in between now and then. But again, it's a lot of asset work that needs to be done, which is the stuff that like is very grueling and time consuming, and cannot do me well because I'm got like high expectations of myself. So I'll draw something and say, oh, this isn't good, but I've got to use this. And then I feel like absolute garbage. So genuinely considering hiring people to help with it. If I had the money, I would definitely have done it by now, but it's a very low priority. Aside from that, though, I don't think there's anything more to say. So Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, consider leaving a like or a comment on the video. It'd be very much appreciated. It helps the video out more than you might know. Also consider subscribing to the channel, hitting the notification bell to find out when I go live, as well as following me on Twitter/X, where I do post when I'm going live, as well as some of my thoughts and feelings. It's a really good place to find out kind of what is going on in my life. And all that. Also, this game is over on itch.io, the early alpha of it. So go ahead, check that out if you will. There's a lot of problems with it. A lot of those have been fixed in the current version, and we are working diligently to try and clean up the game so we can hopefully get you a nice polished up version of it in the very near future. I say polished up version. Don't expect high polish, please. For God's sakes, I don't wanna have that done to me. But yeah, no, I genuinely thank you so much for watching. You're awesome. Stay awesome, and I hope to see you again next week. Until then, bye bye.